Do not let polio defeat me, but to defeat polio. Therefore, I wanted to accomplish the things I was told I couldn't accomplish, and to achieve the dreams I dreamed.
Paul Alexander, the man who lived inside an iron lung for over 70 years after contracting polio, died Monday after being hospitalized for COVID last month. He was 78. Alexander's death was announced on a GoFundMe set up to help him with finances. The cause of his death was not mentioned. Alexander, who lived in Dallas, Texas, was rushed to the hospital in late February after testing positive for COVID, according to his social media manager. He was released from the hospital but was struggling to eat and drink. Alexander was declared the longest surviving iron lung patient last March by the Guinness World Records. He contracted polio during an epidemic of the debilitating disease in the 1950s as a child living in Texas. Despite his condition, Alexander graduated from college with a law degree and ran his own legal practice. He also became a published author with the book 3 Minutes for a Dog, detailing his life. In recent months, Alexander started a TikTok account calling himself Polio Paul, where he talked about his accomplishments and answered questions about life in an iron lung. The account had over 300,000 followers at the time of his death. As polio cases rose in the 1940s and 50s, some hospital wards in the United States had rows of iron lungs. In 1955, a polio vaccine developed by virologist Jonas E. Salk was approved for general use after a year of extensive field tests that involved more than 1 million school children. Mr. Alexander eventually regained his ability to speak and developed techniques to breathe on his own, and spent increasing periods outside the iron lung. I gulped in the air and swallowed it with my lungs, he said. For the medical community, Mr. Alexander was a bridge to another era. He was among the last patients to use an iron lung and, at times, needed help to find replacement parts for his machine. Some iron lungs were found stored away as forgotten relics.